Yo, welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We are back, and we're doing it again still somehow. Somehow we got over 100 episodes under our belt, and we still can't remain
over 100? Dude, this is 205, dog.
Is it? Well, yeah. I wasn't wrong. It's over 100. Are we really on 205?
205, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, episodes fly when you're talking shit. I need 1 second, yo. Theme was here ready, yo. Are we early? I thought we were late. Hold on 1 second, man.
No, yeah, we're late. We said on the last show, we said that we were gonna start at 2, and it's 2:30, and it was almost 3 o'clock. It was almost 1:30. You know, shit happens.
Yo, you know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was ready to go, and then I got hungry, and I said it didn't make sense to do the podcast starving, and then I got to run and hit the boardwalk and sell tickets.
Yep.
So I needed to buy some more time to get some food in me, man.
What did you have?
I had just some eggs, ham, toast.
Not a wrap?
Nah. I just made some food. Big up to Lauren for getting me some dope eggs straight out the chicken's ass.
Oh, shout out to
So I had, they're crazy, man. They're all colorful, baby blue, dark brown. Fucking these chickens be shitting some crazy fucking eggs. Which makes me wonder, like, how do they all turn white? I'm pretty sure you would know the answer to that.
We're gonna find out right now, and it's got to be hormones or something really bad.
Got to be something bad, right?
Why are eggs white?
Like, why are they all white? The yolks be real orange too. Like I got the box here. Hold on a second. Man.
Okay. Are white and brown eggs different? Aside from the color of the eggshell, there's a little difference between brown and white eggs. Eggshell color depends on the breed of the hen. Generally speaking, white shell eggs come from hens with white feathers, while brown shell eggs are produced by hens with brown feathers. Nutritionally, both brown and white eggs are identical unless the feed has been enhanced for specialty eggs such as omega-3s.
All right, well then let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do these baby blue eggs come from? This is baby blue, son. This one's baby blue. This one's fucking like a tan.
Uh-huh.
This one is a little more fucking, same ass. Look at this shit, man. Different shades of brown.
Well, it says a pigment called eucyanin is deposited on the egg of the Americano breed, penetrating both the exterior and interior of the shell, making them blue. Other breeds, such as the Araucana, Dongzheng, and Lushi, lay blue or green eggs.
Look at this one. This one still got butt fur on it.
Oh, dude, you know what? I have one that has I have one that has feathers on it too, bro. I'm not I'm not eating that. I think the feathers are coming from inside the egg. That's where I think they're coming from, dude. I think it's growing.
The feathers are coming from inside the egg. What? They're coming from inside the egg. Get out the egg. Nah, this one got like butt juice all over it too. Look at that one. Crazy. That means you got the true farm eggs. That's a good sign. Yeah, nah, straight out the fucking ass of the fucking chicken, man. This lady that she does a job for has like chickens and shit, and she hits off with eggs. So big up to her for hitting me off with a dozen eggs.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Great. Yeah, they taste so much better too, don't they? They really do.
They're much more orange. They taste better on a gas stove.
Yeah,
I'm rocking
the gas stove. Now, do you cook the eggs in the cast iron or no?
No.
No. Yeah. See, I don't really either ever.
Nah.
Unless I'm making bacon that day, then I'll fry it up in the cast iron.
Making bacon. Yeah, they're good, but they're all different colors. They're like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
They taste much better, man. Themor asks, get any feedback on the Kill Tony show we're talking about?
Not worth talking about, but yes, lots of feedback.
How many times do we have to hear how much he sucks by people that don't know him? He has enough people that know him to tell him how much he sucks.
Literally every podcast that I've been on since it happened, it comes up at least once. The show, and on Yo Dom. Dom. Oh, dude, Dom waits until about a minute and a half into the show, and then he goes, "Yeah, I was down at Austin at Rogan's Club. Did you know this guy went up and got no laughs?"
Daddy remembers.
What were you thinking? That's all he says.
Daddy remembers. He doesn't remember a lot of other shit, but he remembers how badly you ate that dick that night.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it was memorable.
Dude,
Obviously, when you got to do with Parkinson's, remembering how bad you did every single time, that's a memorable moment.
is there such thing as bad publicity?
Yes. I hate when people go, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Tell that to R. Kelly.
Yeah. And Epstein?
And yeah, of course, there's such things as bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? They say all publicity is good publicity. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I guess it's what you want.
Yeah.
It's what you want out of life. If you want to be famous, then I don't think all of it is good. If you want to be infamous, then sure, you'll take whatever they got. Michelle, hey Michelle, how are you? Hi guys, trying to watch, but at work it keeps freezing. I watched the roast of Tom Brady and Kill Tony was on. I'm sorry, he sucks. I don't like him at all. Just so you know, I didn't say that. Michelle did, and I might agree or disagree, but I won't say so on this thing because you never know.
Yeah.
If I might have to work with the brother. But we're all entitled to our opinions, and we respect your opinion, Michelle.
We do.
100% on Rated G. Demo says you guys give your take on the Kendrick song yet. I haven't even heard it. I just keep seeing things about Drake and Kendrick going back and forth. I don't even know the beef.
Yep.
And that made me old now.
It doesn't make you old, I don't think. Not knowing that, because I mean, to me, man, it's kind of like celebrity gossip. It's no different than people on the red carpet going after each other. It's like, oh, this guy dissed this dude. But I don't know enough about Kendrick. Is he completely independent? He can't be, is he?
I don't know. Does that have something to do with it?
Well, to me, it does because he's just in the industry. Like, what's the difference between Kendrick and Drake? They probably both sucked off a kid at some point.
Oh, they probably both took a run down Bieber Lane. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I mean, that's a big accusation to make, man. Everyone in the business doesn't fly that way. I didn't, which is why I got blackballed, and I'm no longer in the business.
He was in Top Dog, Aftermath, Interscope. I feel like Interscope is.
Well, like I said, man, that's making a bold statement that every artist is diddling kids. No, not every artist, just the ones who so happen to keep going platinum with shitty music.
Interscope's artist roster include Eminem, Lady Gaga, Dr. Dre, DaBaby, Billie Eilish, Imagine Dragons, Selena Gomez, Camila Cabello, Kendrick, Gwen Stefani.
I don't know who Camila Cabello is.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, well then, yeah, I mean, they're very into the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
That's.
But that doesn't mean they are. Maybe he's their little, he's not as big as they are.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know what he looks like.
Kendrick's huge, bro. Yeah, Kendrick's.
I don't know what he looks like.
But that doesn't mean he's not huge. Yeah,
that doesn't mean he's not huge. There's a lot of people out there, like this one dude that my son's excited about because he's coming down to see Jason. What's his name?
Scoop.
Vinny Can Do It. Yeah, he's coming to see Jason Scoop. I think it's Vinny Can Do It. Is that his name? Steve Can Do It.
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it.
He's coming to the show?
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Oh, dude, that's sick, bro. You gotta film him saying some shit, bro. He's huge on YouTube.
No, dude, he's fucking massive. Huge. He got 36 million followers.
Massive, dude. Yeah.
And I had, I didn't know who he was.
Watch some of his videos. You should watch some of his videos.
No, I watched him. He seems like a cool dude. Looking forward to meeting him. My son is like, I'm coming out there. I'm like, you do know I'm out here every week. And you're never that excited to see me. You do remember I'm your father, right? Fucking sucker. But yeah, he's coming out. He's coming out to check him out, man.
When is he going to be there?
When Scoop is out here. When is Scoop out here? May.
Is that tonight or tomorrow?
No, not tonight or tomorrow. It's next week, I think. May 20 something, I think. Let me see. I shall tell you
May
right
25th.
Now. May 25th.
Oh,
yeah, man. Nice. Come check us out, man. May 25th, we got Jason Scoop, man. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He's been on our podcast twice. I love this dude. He's blowing up all over the place, man. And he will be doing this thing out here in Atlantic City. So come out here and check us out, yo. We got a lot of big things going on. We got Coco Brown coming down on the 26th, if I'm correct. Is that the right date? The 26th, May 26th. Yep. And also on the 26th, we got Pierre. So come on down, man, and be a part of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Come down. If you're in Atlantic City and you're going to check out comedy, you might as well check out the best comedy club in Atlantic City, which is acjokes.com. And I don't just say that. I don't say that just because I'm on those shows. I say that because I also book those shows. So I only bring killers up.
That's true.
What?
No.
What?
No, nothing.
What?
Chicken butt.
What?
Chicken butt.
Chicken butt. That's right.
What in the butt? What in the butt?
What's that from?
I just remember doing it as a kid, man. That was just like something you would do in the neighborhood. You go, what?
Was that when you were an altar boy?
This was actually no. This would be on the basketball court. What in the butt? I just remember some girls.
You got coach fucked
from the neighborhood.
You got it from the coach. You didn't get it from your pastors or priests. It was the coach that got to you.
I guess.
Who got to you? It's not your fault, Brian. Brian. Look at me, Brian.
No, dude, I got something for you.
Brian, look at me, Brian. Oh yeah, this is the dude who sings it.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
Now, is that him asking what did you stick in my butt?
I think so.
I think that's what it means, right?
Yeah.
Like what is in my butt? I think that's really what it's supposed to say. You know. How that never became a hit, I don't know.
I think it did become a hit, dude. Oh my god,
hit.
dude. Yeah. Hold on.
It never. I don't care if it got 1 billion views. It never became a hit, dude. You know. Oh no. What are you trying to? This is a family show, man. It's a family show. Why do you have to show me stuff like that at like before?
Hey, you ate breakfast, bro. I waited till after you ate breakfast. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I just have had a coffee. Why is that on me?
It shows you need to eat more. That's probably your problem, skipping breakfast. You know, you're living off of coffee, man.
I haven't skipped breakfast. I haven't skipped breakfast. I just haven't had it yet.
All right. Whatever.
Whatever.
How has your week been? What are we? Today's Friday.
Today is Friday. Yeah.
Is that where we are? We're already at Friday. We all made it.
We made it.
We all made it, man. I haven't had no fluttery incidences in the last couple of days, which is a good thing.
Since the last podcast.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. Tuesday, I had a little flutter. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh.
Like I didn't feel like in fear. I was more like questioning. Like, is this really how it's gonna happen?
How do you think it'll happen?
Who knows, man? Who knows? I have options.
You know what it's not going to be. You know what it's not going to be though.
What, natural causes?
No, they'll be natural.
Yeah.
They'll be natural. Heart failure is natural. Your heart just stopped
you
working.
get shot in the head and you die. That's natural. You know.
Yeah, I think you're gonna die of COVID. That's what I think. Oh, can you
die of COVID?
Can you do a quick little ad read for us?
Yeah, he has to go in the closet and get his clothes because he lives in such a small fucking place. But once again, man, if you're looking for something to do this weekend or any day during the week, come check out AC Jokes. Go to acjokes.com and check out what we're doing. We got new comics coming up every single week, along with some of your favorites from Philadelphia and New York. We got Mel Harris coming through. We got Katrina Braxton up there a lot of times with us, man. Got my boys from New York. Also, if you're looking for something to do, Mother's Day is right around the corner. Can't find a gift, don't know where to get her. Go to XXXplayground.com and pick up a board game of XXX Playground. And you might ask yourself, what is it? Well, it's only the best communication tool board game ever created by man or female for that matter. All right. You roll the dice, you get fist deep into someone you love. That's XXXplayground.com. It's a beautiful game, 2 to 8 players. You can get fist deep in a neighbor too. You know, don't even have to love them. You could just like them a little bit, man. Michelle says, I get fluttering of my heart because I have a leaked mitral valve. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I got a heart murmur. I've always had a heart murmur, you know. So I have an irregular heartbeat throughout my life, and that's cool. You know, I actually got to carry a copy of my EKG so that they know I'm not having a heart attack when God forbid I go into the hospital and they have to hook me up. They'll be like, "Oh shit, this dude is bugging out," and it's just a irregular heartbeat. But I feel like that explains a lot too, because I tend to have a lot of irregular, whatever, you know, irregularities. How the fuck do you say that word? But I got a lot of them, And you know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that as I get older, my fucking fingers are like going in like crazy directions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like this finger right here, for some reason, they're all starting to curve, to the side. Why? Is there like a greater pull of force coming from that side that my fingers know about and they want to get to? I don't know. This one too, man. Look at this hand. You would think I'm giving you a Vulcan fucking sign, but that's just a natural thing. I remember there was a time when these fingers kind of came together in some sort of way. Is it me? Am I bugging out? I don't know. The older I get, the worse my hands look. And don't let me tell you about the toes, man. The fucking toes are starting to fucking, I don't get it, Like back in the day, I would see those old ladies with their toes like all stacked on each other like that. But then you'd look at their shoes and they were all like pointy and shit. So you would kind of figure it out. You'd be like, oh, I get it. She shouldn't have been wearing those shoes. But I got shit going on where my shits are like fighting for position in the shoe and it just doesn't look right. Michelle, I don't know if you guys can see the things, but Michelle Balducci asked, what are you doing Mother's Day 6 p.m.? Or why are you doing Mother's Day at 6 p.m.? Is there nothing at 8 p.m. in case Tiff feels better? At the moment, there is not. At the moment, we only have 6 o'clock. And I don't know. I don't know why we're only doing it at 6. I don't set those times. But I'll mention it to him. We haven't really been doing good at 8 o'clock on Sundays. I don't know what it is. We moved to 6 because we get the bus crowd and we get like the before dinner crowd. And it seems to be a really good show. We've been packing them out at 6. So I'll talk to him. I'll see what's up. Michelle asked, Michelle says, I think as we age, mine does too. Yeah, it's definitely an age thing, but why? It's not like I'm doing anything different that this finger should want to go a different direction than all my fingers. It's the rebel. Is that what it is? It's just a crooked finger, almost witchy, like, oh, and this one, forget it. This one right here. And I know I'm not giving you the finger, but look at this one. It's like, hold on, let me look at it. See how it's like going this way and then cutting back. That's a fucking weird one. It's turning into a skeleton key. I'm going to be, I'm going to be able to pick locks with this motherfucker soon, yo. It's like a fucking skeleton key. It's just gonna be able to and then turn, and I'll be able to pick locks. Oh, fucking Brian's out there making comments as he dries his fucking underwears. He has to switch over his panties from the washer to the dryer, and instead of being back, he's decided to sit down. You know what it is? He went down too early, and now he has some minutes. Fucking A, man. I got washed. Let me tell you something. That's the shit that sucks, man. I don't know what's up with my washers in this fucking place because it'll say 20 minutes. I look at 20 minutes on my clock. I go back over there, and all of a sudden, I still got 5 minutes. Like, I don't know. I don't trust them, but it's convenient, And the things we give up for convenience, like I give up trusting that my clothes are going to be there when I get back. Like there's a good chance my clothes won't be there.
Do you think they're shorting you on time? Do you think that's what it is?
No, they're giving me more time. Dude,
Oh.
I saw 3 minutes pass the other day. I was waiting for my dryer to stop and it said 1 minute and I'm looking and 3 minutes go by on my fucking phone on my watch and it's still spinning.
Well, that's a good thing though, no?
No, I took out one shirt. It was like fucking this big.
Oh, you over dried.
No, it over dried. My timing was right. I'm sitting there waiting for the fucking thing to stop, and it just keeps going.
Maybe the dryer is going on daylight savings time.
Yeah, whatever. My towels were dry though.
Yeah, that's what I'm still waiting on. My towels aren't dry yet. I had to run them for another cycle. But that's
Yeah.
okay. The other stuff I got out, the important stuff, like my delicates.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say you had to get your delicates out,
My
right?
delicates. Yeah, I didn't want anybody else in the neighborhood to see them. You know.
Your shit stained drawers
Yeah.
pressed up against the fucking glass, just spinning.
No, well, today's Friday, so my assless chaps had to go in the laundry. You know, do you know how long it takes leather to dry?
I don't know, till sunlight. How long do cows stay fucking wet?
Oh, that's true. How long do cows stay wet?
Right? Cows are leather, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, cows are leather.
Right? You make leather from cow skin. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Oh man,
Is that what we make leather from? What else do we make leather from? What other animals are we fucking cutting into jackets?
Yeah, I mean it's cows. That's where leather comes from. But you can make. I'm sure you can make animal leather from other.
Those
from
snakes.
From other. Yeah, snakes,
You could have a
crocodiles.
snake skin jacket, right? But is that leather? No, that's snake skin. They don't consider that leather. The only one they consider leather is the cow, right?
No. There's a bunch of different kinds of leather.
There's a bunch of different kinds, right? They're killing mad animals. for
Leather
coats.
is one of those words that, like, the more often you say it, the weirder it sounds. You know,
Leather.
leather. And now it just doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
In your head. To me, it sounds like you keep repeating the word leather.
Leather. So we have cattle, the classic, sheep leather, goat leather, pig leather, baby foreskin leather. That's bizarre.
Oh, wow.
It's number 5 on the list. Reptiles, birds, fish, children, sheep, pig, goat, deer, ostrich, buffalo,
Ostrich.
kangaroo,
Yo. I want to get a kangaroo jacket
dog.
with the ears on the hoodie. And when you close it, it has the pouch.
Yeah, dude, gotta have the pouch.
And then what you do is you have a little baby kangaroo in that bitch.
A joey. That's what they're called.
What are they called?
Joeys.
Joeys.
Yeah, joey. It's a baby kangaroo.
Why?
I'm not sure. Probably, probably just because some dumb Australian named
Called it a
that.
Joey?
Like, oh, it's a little Joey in that thing, mate.
Joey. That's a stupid name to call a fucking baby animal.
Yeah.
You know? Even though most of the Joeys I know tend to be jumpy. So maybe there's some correlation.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, man. You know, Brian, I feel like you're too much into your computer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now we're looking on the Joey.
I just mean in general.
Oh, how so?
You know, I don't know. You know, when we're hanging out, you're always in your phone looking at your shit. When we're talking here, you're always looking at the computer for the next thing to talk about. You're never in the moment, man.
Yeah.
You're never there. You know, and you're not alone. A lot of people are present, but they're not there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's you. You summed that up in a perfect way.
What else am I doing wrong?
Obviously, your diet.
my workout routine.
Yeah. You know, the people you choose to work with could probably be better. You could probably choose a better, you know. I mean, shit, you got hookups with Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you working with me, dog? It's like you can get better comedians to work with. You need to make better choices, Brian. You know, I'm only gonna hold you back, dude.
You
I'm like an anchor.
You sound like my mother.
I'm like an anchor, man. I hold people back.
Anchor man.
Oh, look at that.
You're an anchor man.
Yeah. Well, isn't that kind of what I am nowadays? Isn't that kind of what we do?
Yeah, we're hosts.
When we talk nonsense and spit non-facts.
What's the you think we're commentators?
Like, did you just know that they announced that by the year 2024 that we should collide with the sun because it's getting closer and closer every day? Did you know that?
So this year, sometime this year.
No, next year. It's 2024. I said 2025, didn't I?
No, you said 2024.
Oh yeah, this year.
This year, later this
Yeah,
year.
well,
I
there
did
you
not. I did not know that. Do you want me to look it up, or should we just?
No, you don't have to. I lied.
Oh, okay.
It's what I do. You know, but you saw how easily I did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it comes very easily. You know, did you hear about the monkey that escaped from the zoo and started raping people in Walmart?
Isn't that how monkeypox got spread?
No, monkeypox was gay dudes raping monkeys.
Oh, that's right.
You know, but we were all okay as long as you didn't go to none of those fucking bathhouses or those crazy butthole parties. Diddy's crew was a little nervous.
Did you hear that they had like several hundred cameras that they pulled out of Diddy's crib? That's what the scuttlebutt was.
And those are the ones that were just in his butthole.
What in the butt? A camera. Dude, I saw
I'm surprised there's no gerbils in that video.
Oh, we just haven't seen it. Do you think? I mean, we've heard the audio of him and Meek, so it's pretty possible that we're gonna see some gerbils.
I was actually talking about the what in the butt video, but you know.
Oh, yeah, well, I think that was the part that they had black.
Oh, you think that was a double-headed gerbil? Gerbil. I'm surprised nobody's made a double-headed gerbil dildo for some of them dudes who like that shit.
I don't want to Google that.
You think somewhere there's a double-headed gerbil?
There's
two gerbil faces.
There's gotta be. I'll look it up.
Do you think the gerbils are smiling, or they have like serious looks on their face? I really didn't want you to look it up because you might find it. Rubber gerbils. They probably got remote control gerbils.
They do, dude.
They have remote control gerbils.
The gerbil simulator. It's got a little gerbil face on it. Can you see it?
No, I can't see it. That's
right
a
here.
gerbil face. Oh, that's horrible.
Look at the bend it's got in it too. Oh, it's discontinued. Sorry to say.
Oh, what happened? They sold out. Oh, so that's what the gerbil does? It massages your prostate. Like it goes in there and just starts working on your prostate. You get the gerbil in there, just starts fucking. You know, you seem a little stressed.
You seem a
little stressed.
I was good at looking at it, dude.
You got a knot right here. We got a knot right here.
I was good at looking at it until you described what it was.
Well, it said it on the thing.
I know, but it was just the way in which you said it.
No, see, that's the thing. I thought they sent the gerbil aimlessly up there, but apparently it has a job to do. It goes in there and it massages the gerbil and it massages the prostate. And if it does a really good massage, supposedly you end up with a happy ending.
I read an article in the paper the other day that homeless people in New York City are doing this with rats. They're calling it ratting. Same thing.
There's a different kind of ratting going on in New York. The homeless are doing it.
And then
what they do is they tuck a cheese up their bunghole.
They're not ratting on each other. They're ratting themselves.
That's horrible.
Well, you know, it's self-inflicted. Someone call it a solo art.
I don't think a rat will go up a bum's ass, man. I think
dude, I think so, bro. I think
so. Then why doesn't that happen more?
They burrow.
They lay on the street, and rats usually just cuddle up next to them. They don't burrow up their assholes.
This is quickly becoming the most disgusting podcast.
Do you think that there's...
What?
I was going to say, do you think that there's like a limit to the smell that they'll put up with? Because they stay in garbage and smelly places. Mm-hmm. Do you think that there's a place they won't go because it just smells too bad, like a bum's bunghole? No, right? Do they have a sense of smell?
I think it depends on how long you're out for. It depends on how long you're out for. Oh, you're talking about the homeless or the rats? The rats?
The rats have a sense of smell, right? No, the homeless can't smell themselves. Yeah. They don't realize what they smell like. You know, that would be torture if you could smell yourself.
Rats have an incredible sensitive sense of smell.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably what keeps them out of the bums' butts in the winter and stuff like that. You know, they because if it didn't have a terrible smell, right? It seems like that would be a warm place. They'd probably be going right up there like it was Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be going up them shits like Luke Skywalker just to stay fucking warm and survive the winter nights.
Oh, when he cut that thing open and then went inside of it.
Yeah,
That was a nasty. That was a nasty scene.
You know.
They actually used a live goat to cut open for that film.
Yeah, man. Little
It
baby
was-
goat.
Yeah, it was a gift to Baphomet.
Yeah, it was a live sacrifice, right? That's
Dude,
what it was.
I saw something with Mark Hamill. I think he was with Biden or something like that, wasn't he? Like,
What do you mean, sexually?
yeah, they used a double-sided lightsaber.
There's definitely a double-sided lightsaber for all those Star Wars freaks out there. You know,
Yeah, they dress up like Wookiees.
Michelle wants to know, am I the only one watching? It's very quiet today.
You're not. You're not the only. You're not the only one.
Nobody
watching, but
wants to get involved in this conversation, Michelle. That's what it is. They're like, what the fuck are these dudes talking? Let me just tell you something. This wasn't planned. It's not like I came up here and planned to talk about double-headed gerbils. In fact, speaking about planned, let's transition out of this real quick.
Okay.
I noticed when you were starting, I looked at the thing and it said something. What? Where do you get the cover art for us, man? Like, where do you come up with the ideas for this? Because it said something about Congress voting on Palestine. Is that what it said?
So the title of the episode, the title of the episode was UN vote shocker, 143 yes to Palestine, and then it stops and it says, "What will we actually talk about?" And then in the description, I said there's some stuff going on about Palestine, but we never know what we're going to talk about, so we'll see if we get to it. That's essentially what it says. I have to put something up. What do I decide.
Everyone seems to be back in Palestine now, right? Is that what we're seeing?
Well, so what happened is the UN voted today,
Such sweet people.
and 143 countries voted that they wanted to let Palestine into the UN. Do you want to see what those countries are? Because it was kind of interesting.
I'm sure if you want to show them, knowledge me, man. I had no idea what was going on with that, dude. I've been kind of in my bubble, and I'll tell you, it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, so
makes me envy those people who stay in their bubble. I get it now.
The UN General Assembly voted 143-9 with 25 abstentions for a resolution on the UN Security Council to give full membership to the state of Palestine. So it would get them to be a recognized country of the UN.
And then what does that mean? Does that mean then Israel would have to stop fucking with them?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because if one UN country, typically it's UN countries that are at war with the countries who aren't in the UN, which is like, Russia, China. Well, I think China's actually in the UN.
But we still go at them, don't we?
Yeah, is China in UN? Because it's kind of hard to. Yeah, they are one of the members of the UN, but it's always confusing because there's the UN, there's NATO, and if like one NATO country goes after another NATO country, then they all get involved, and that was really kind of what was going on with this. Is well, Russia and the Ukraine. Russia didn't want the Ukraine to get into NATO.
Why don't they ever show any of this in Gangland? They're running out of episodes in Gangland. Why don't you just show the real gangs? I used to like that show, but then they ran out of gangs. They started like any group of 5 people or more that hung out together and gave themselves a name. They got an episode. You know what I'm saying? They were running out of gangs. Out of the, once you go through the Latin Kings, the Crips, the Bloods, they got a couple of more that are there, but then eventually, you just run out.
Have you ever seen the one about the Van Buren boys?
Yeah, man. Nah, man, they'd be like Alaska, home of snow-capped mountains and 24-hour daylight. But when the summer comes, the snow melts and the body count starts rising.
Oh, dude, these would be funny videos for us to make. We do some spoof documentaries. With you narrating something like that, man, that'd be so much fun. Or it'd be like New York City, home of the pigeon.
The pigeons. See, I mean, they're kind of yeah, that's what it should be. It should be like all kinds of gangs because the pigeons in themselves. Although I'll tell you this, if you think the pigeons in New York are bad, come to Atlantic City and deal with the dinosaurs that we call fucking
the seagulls.
the seagulls. Those are dinosaurs, dude, and they are a gang.
They rock.
They don't tell you about them. They're the only ones bold enough to rob you on the boardwalk. Nobody else is pulling that shit on the boardwalk, man. Everyone out here knows. Everyone out here knows that, you know, the boardwalk, you got to keep, you know, people come to the boardwalk. Everything on the other side of Atlantic Avenue, you know, you guys can just shoot each other in the face. We don't care. But the boardwalk, stay the fuck away from that boardwalk. But the seagulls, man, they do not give a fuck, dog. They will rob you. I've seen it, like, it's hysterical when you can tell the new jacks because they walk out the store, they open up their food to go, and that's the last you ever see it. Over. They literally chase them.
Have you ever got anything snatched out of your hand?
No, my son got his hot dog right out the bun. And he just had like half a bun left. He was like, ah.
I had a sandwich when I was a kid. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that snapped. Like I was eating it and I held it up and the thing just swooped down and snagged it and flew on. Yeah. Then my dad shot it and then we barbecued it and ate it for dinner.
It had it coming.
It did have it coming.
It had it coming.
Yeah.
You know. How's your weekend looking, man? How's your weekend? Where's the dog?
The dog is actually in New Jersey.
Oh,
with the wife. Yeah, no, they left this morning. I have to finish a couple things up in the city tonight, like the laundry, and then I got some other things I need to do, and then tomorrow I'm driving down.
You gotta clean the house, do the dishes, the laundry. You gotta fold your lady's clothes, put them away.
Yeah, I got to dust. I gotta get the cobwebs. We're doing the windowsills. Crawl space.
I don't care what anybody says, Brian. You're a good woman.
Thank you.
And your wife's lucky to have you.
She is. If she would only buy me the gerbil, everything would be okay.
You need a little massage?
Yeah, I'm tense. I'm tense. Living in the cities made me tense. I'm just,
I heard the Asian gerbils. The Asian gerbils are the best ones at it.
Why? Don't you mean the Eastern Oriental gerbil?
Well, what the hell you want to call it?
My weekend though, yeah. So no, I'm gonna come down tomorrow. I gotta cut the grass at Christina's aunt's house, and then I'm gonna get dinner with my mom, and then spend Mother's Day with her.
Oh, that's right. Mother's Day is Sunday.
Yep.
This Sunday. Well, you know what? A big rated G shout out to all the mothers out there. Mother's Day is here. It's your day. Enjoy it. But could you just remember one thing? That this is your day. This is Mother's Day. Okay? So in June, when it's Father's Day, just remember you had your day. There is none of this. To all the single mothers out there, happy Father's Day. Fuck that. Here's the thing. You're a single mother. You're not a father. You're a single mother. The father's not in the picture. So you better work doubly hard to keep the kid out of jail because statistics say that when the father's gone, the kid goes in. That's statistics. That's not me. But yet, men aren't important. Get out of here with that shit. Father's Day's all day. Stop trying to snatch that shit from us, all right? Big rated G shout out to your mother. Tell her I said what's up.
Oh, please.
Yeah, man. If I talk to her, my mother doesn't even like Mother's Day. She don't like Father's Day or Mother's Day. My mother's not into any of that stuff. She should have been a Jehovah's Witness, but she will celebrate a birthday. So that's probably what kept her out. Michelle says, Brian, when are you having children? My grandbaby is going to need friends.
I'm not sure. I might be sterile, so we're going to have to wait and see.
Brian thought he was pregnant the other day, but the test said negative. Timor says, I always say happy Father's Day to my mother. Timor, that's your mother. Stop calling your mother a man. All right? You can say happy Mother's Day on Father's Day if you want. But we got to stop taking things away from us men, man. Remember, we're bigger than you at the end of the day. Enough of us get tired of that shit, and it's going to be a problem. Stop trying to take our day. That always gets me annoyed because you don't see that on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, you don't say, yo, big up to all those single fathers. And I know a bunch before someone starts saying there are none, And I would have been a single father. I would have kept my kids. But she wasn't having it, and I didn't want to put them through a big thing. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't giving up that child support.
Yeah.
And the other one was, older. So,
right.
Can't help it. My pops is a D-bag. That's right. But, just like what they say with the mothers, you know what I'm saying? When they go, listen, that's why I stopped going to church on Father's Day, because all the time the pastors on Mother's Day, I don't care if your mother's a drug addict. I don't care if your mother's a whore. I don't care if she was smoking crack in front of you and getting double teamed in front of you while you watched you were watching Barney on TV. Right? You only get one mother. But they don't do that on Father's Day. On Father's Day, it's like if there's any problems in the house, if your wife is angry, if you're a stupid kid, if your kids are, it's the father's fault. It's all the father's fault. We get all the heat because apparently you don't just have one father. You could have a bunch of them.
What's really going on, Gary? Tell me, what's really going on? It seems like displaced anger.
It just felt like I wasn't angry enough today, so I had to look for something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Very
nice.
Listen, man, we do the best with what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My pops wasn't perfect, but I would like to think he did the best with what he had. Can't say he did or he didn't, but who knows? Happy Mother's Day, G. That's right. That's all. And you never see that on Mother's Day. You never see to all the single fathers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Stop it.
Should we start that this Mother's Day?
Kids believe that they had both parents there because the person celebrates. But no, the kid's very aware that one's missing. Whether it's the mother or whether it's the father, the kid's very aware.
Should we say something about that this Mother's Day? Should we make a post that says Happy Mother's Day to all the fathers out there?
People do it. It's stupid because I know they do it out of spite.
Yeah.
It's more of a spite thing. They're like, hey, Happy Mother's Day, just to pay back because on Father's Day, that's what they do. You know what it is? It's just the natural instinct of just not wanting men to have anything. They just don't want us to have anything. They want us to sit in the corner and make their lives comfortable.
What do you think that comes from, G?
Feminism.
Could you care to elaborate?
I probably could, but to be honest, I have no idea what I'm actually talking about right now. It sounds like I'm very focused, but I don't think I've ever babbled more than ever before.
I don't know, man. Last episode and the one before that were pretty good.
Pretty babbly?
Yeah, they're babbly on both ends, though. You're not alone in that venture.
So babbly on both ends, a double-headed babble.
Double-headed. Oh, and that should be something you have to pay extra to watch.
What, a double-headed babble?
Mm-hmm.
Owen Please says, mothers specifically enjoy sitting in the corner and making men's lives miserable. They do. Women do enjoy stress. I think we only have one listening to us. We only have like 2 women fans. So any one of y'all wanna chime in, feel free. They taking away so much from men that men are becoming women. Well, dude, that's all that soy. You know what I'm saying? Eating all that fucking processed food and shit.
Mm-hmm.
These young motherfuckers got to get on testosterone, yo. They say that the testosterone level of your average 18 to 25-year-old dude is like the same level as like me, and I'm 53. But I could probably use a little less testosterone. That's probably my problem. I'm just filled with testosterone. I'm just filled from my feet to the top of my head and then outward.
Yeah, I think that's what some of that pus is that leaks out of you. That's just testosterone.
Gross. That's gross, man. Don't be discussing my pusses. Themore says we're going to have a they, them day soon. We probably already got, well, first of all of June.
Which is Father's Day, ironically, falls in June.
Of course. And my birthday. Why they have to fuck with my birthday? Huh? Why they should get the 13th month that they took from us. Give it to them.
That's right, dude. That is, yeah.
Give them the 13th month.
Splash.
What's up, baby? Is it Mother's Day or is it another bad decision in Men Day? Lots of these females are less mom and more cum dumpsters.
Ooh.
Well, gee, that went. Look, I'm not saying that I don't. I think it's more that is more modern. The modern woman today seems to be more of a cum dumpster.
Oh, is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah, man. I think back in the day that wasn't the case. Back in the day, they made you earn it.
I think they're a little slyer. Maybe they're a little slyer, a little down on the low.
Back in the day, they kept this shit a little more, a little more in check. They wasn't just running out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there used to be a rule, right? Then they had like the unwritten rules, third date type shit. Don't fuck a man to the third date. Wasn't that an old rule back in the day? Nowadays, it's like
I think they stopped teaching that in schools in the 70s.
They don't even get a date. They meet up and then they're home fucking. I mean, especially with all those fucking
the swipers.
Apps. The apps. I couldn't even do the app. I really couldn't.
Me neither. I tapped out at that. I was like, nah.
I just couldn't do it. To me, it's like, I don't know. It's very close to like whores.
It is.
What year that went out? 1984.
Yeah, I think he's saying the
word cum dumpster.
No, the 3 dates.
Oh, I mean, I think it was around still to probably like the 90s, early 90s.
No, I think early 2000s.
You think they were still doing the 3-date thing?
Yeah, it was really when
nowadays there's like no dates. It's like you meet in the fucking club.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
no, you don't even do that. No, you swipe.
Well,
then you meet up,
fuck. Have a drink or two, and fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're whores. You're all a bunch of whores. You're all just a bunch of whores. I can never get behind that. It's not that I'm not a whore. That I'm a little more, I'm not that much of a whore. D-Moore says, Sunday, June 9th, Puerto Rican Day. What you doing to celebrate, G? What I do every day. Try to take over the world. I don't celebrate any of those days, man. Like I've been to the Puerto Rican Day parade once, never went back.
Did you get stuck in traffic?
No,
couldn't get across the street.
No, I was walking through and then I got fucking a bunch of water thrown on me and got molested by a bunch of Puerto Rican women. Splash, Ravens with Astoria always had whores. I mean, look, any good neighborhood has their whores, but what I'm saying is it's just like everyone is now, man. It's just whores. Everyone swiping whores. There's not even like no, there used to be still even a little game to finding a good whore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Stormy, a bunch of whores. Stormy, glad to see you, man. It's nice to know that both our women that watch our show are here today. Well, 3, my daughter, but my daughter's in Florida. Big up to you.
No, we got Melissas. We got the 2 Melissas.
Oh, we got the 2 Melissas. Right, we have a couple. We're growing. You ladies are growing. And we're glad you're here. Don't get me wrong, man. I absolutely love women. I do. I just don't like a lot of y'all. I don't. It's hard to explain because I love women. I understand the value of women, how much we need them, but not as much as y'all think. Splash 1986 says Gen X females can take it. Nah, Gen X females are the best. The last of the great Mohicans, just like the dudes. I don't think dudes have anything out there to offer women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The same dude who will take his woman to a movie, right? Where in the very beginning, the man is like limped. She said, I don't blame you. I don't like us either. Thank you, Stormy. Because one of my biggest arguments is women are like, oh, I don't like women. I'm like, y'all don't like each other.
It's true.
Y'all don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly women get along pretty good, but if there's a good-looking chick in the picture, nobody likes the good-looking chick. That's why the good-looking chicks always hang out with dudes, and dudes will always let them hang out because they want to fuck them. And listen, ugly women, they would do the same with you if you were hanging out. They just wouldn't brag about it like they do about the good-looking woman. But does it matter if they brag about it? That's what keeps your whore under the radar.
Whoa.
King Handle says, thanks for the heads up, guys. What is it? What's he mean? We didn't tell nobody? Now y'all have to stream for an extra hour. Yep. Splash. Facts. I'm just saying, man, I don't like to get into the women, especially without like a woman present on screen with us to defend, to try to stick up.
You really don't like doing it, except for the last half hour of the show.
Have I really been doing it that last half hour of the show?
Maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes at least.
Honest,
dude.
I have no idea what I'm talking about today. I feel like, you know what? You said 205 episodes, and I felt like I should have ran out of shit to talk about. Michelle Balducci says, I just don't like people. I would disagree, Michelle. You love me and Brian.
That's true.
And I'm sorry to tell you, we're people. You know what I realized, too, that when people go, people suck. The truth is they don't, man. It's just the squeakiest wheels get the grease, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
Like I'll get mad at someone for cutting me off and go, people can't drive. But I drove just 80 miles just now without an incident with passing a bunch of cars. Mm-hmm. So the truth is the good people really do outnumber the bad ones. They're just quiet, man. Stormy says, I'm not the one. I'd probably agree with you more than standing up for females. I love women, man. I really do. I just don't like, and here's the thing. The things that I don't like about women is really like, they kind of got to have some of this to some extent, like the manipulation.
Uh-huh.
They kind of need to have that because that's like a defense. It's their strength because it's not physical strength in most cases. Don't get me wrong. I'm little. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women out there who kick my ass. You know what I'm saying? But in general,
myself included,
dude, come on, man. You're lucky they didn't want us to fight, dog. That'd be like Tyson fighting you. But what I'm saying is they need to have that manipulativeness. They need to have that, that way of being like because that's their weapon. Using their looks, deceiving and all that shit is their weapon. But I feel like a lot of women just use it like with great power comes great responsibility.
That's what Uncle Ben was talking about.
Some of them just be bucking recklessly into the crowd. King Handle says, what is a woman? The Dems want to know. Well, the Dems.
They're women?
What is a woman? The Dems. Yeah, both male and female. Both male and female Dems are women. I don't know no man's man that's a Democrat. Do you?
No.
I just don't know like a man's man, like a dude who's like, fuck you, fuck that. That's a Democrat.
Not usually.
I mean, the truth of the matter is, when they weren't so fucking blatantly evil, I was, I signed out. I'm registered as a Democrat, but I didn't know what it was. I was just told if you're poor, you're a Democrat.
Right.
Like Biden told us. You know what I'm saying? Like Biden was like, if you're trying to figure out who to vote for, then you ain't black. Okay. I mean, I guess that's what it was.
I think he said you ain't black if you don't vote for me.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is. Yeah. Birth givers, gotta use current terminology. Now I don't use any of that's the birth givers and stuff like that. They're trying to take away the power. And every time I hear one of them motherfuckers say, there are children. There are children. They're not your children, motherfucker. They're my children.
Oh, the kids in the schools?
If anybody's gonna brainwash my kid, it's gonna be me. Well, I'm gonna brainwash my kid. Why? Because I put in all the works. I did all the pumping. I did all the fucking running to get the fucking food when I slipped on the nut. And now you have to get those weird foods because they're hungry and they want all kinds of shit like chips and fucking sausages mixed with fucking butter or some shit. I went out and did all that shit, took care of it, got it to the hospital, gave birth, put all my fucking money into this shit. It's not your kid. It's my kid. And if anyone's going to brainwash my kid, guess who it's going to be? Me. All right? Or their idiot mother.
You might be violating several laws.
What laws would those be?
Well, I'm just saying with the type of stuff you're teaching your kids. The truth.
Yeah, man. I heard they're passing some law too about what was it, about anti-Semitism? There's like some new anti-Semitism law getting passed. What is that? Like, what is? I mean, I just miss the days when you were allowed to hate whoever the fuck you wanted to hate. What's the big fucking deal, man? Why does everybody need to be loved? And you know what? The more you show us that you need to be loved, guess what happens? The more we hate you. That's all it is. When you force someone to love you, it just makes you hate them more. It doesn't make you actually begin to love them. It just makes you hate them more. And I don't hate anybody, just so you know. Big up to my Jewish people who got me out of the projects, by the way. My life. You know,
The House passes bill aimed to combat anti-Semitism.
in college, is that what it said?
Yeah, the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act would see the adoption of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism for the enforcement of federal anti-discrimination laws. Defines anti-Semitism as a certain perception of Jews which may be expressed as hatred towards Jews. It gives examples of the definition's application, which include accusing Jews as being of or as a people of being responsible for real or imagined wrongdoing committed by a single Jewish person or group, making it dehumanizing, demonizing, or stereotypical allegations about a Jew, such as power of Jews as a collective.
So you say if the Jews own Hollywood,
That's anti-Semitic.
that's anti-Semitic. Even though if you looked at the predominant people who own these companies and they
Hey, I'm
wound
not
up
getting
being
I'm
Jewish.
not getting into this, dog.
I mean, didn't they create it? I have no problem if they own it, by the way. So I don't understand why that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If I say the Jews own Hollywood, I guess, it's because most of the fucking, when you look at all the fucking movies, it's a Jewish person that's running the shit. And I have no problem with that because didn't they create it? I thought Hollywood was created by Jews. I could be wrong. Who knows? They're changing history all the time. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on what year you read the book. But I don't understand why that would be anti-Semitic because from my understanding, they do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say blacks created hip hop, blacks own hip hop. Would that be a bad statement? I'm sure there's Asian hip hop artists, there's white hip hop artists, Spanish hip hop artists, but blacks own hip hop. They created it. There's more of them doing it.
Them,
the Jews are getting paid off.
Whoa!
From my understanding, they also own the record companies. Look, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not complaining about it. I just want to know who to talk to if I need to get a deal.
Well, I think
you know what I'm saying? Why am I going to talk to an Italian if I want to get into movies? He's going to be like, don't talk to me, dog. Go talk to Schwarzenberg over there. Now, if I want someone rubbed out, then I'll go talk to an Italian because Italians run the mob.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Did you say dirty Italians? Is that what you said? I thought I heard dirty Guinea run the mob. Is that what you said?
No, that's what you said. That's what I thought. But great minds think alike, my little dirty Italian over there.
Whoa.
I didn't say all Italians. I said you.
Rubbed out. Giggity.
Giggity. And I also hate when people get mad because King Ed says that Gary, I got to talk to the Albanians for hits. Yeah, I didn't know how tough the Albanians were, man. They're very low-key, tough people, man.
Make great pizza, too. A lot of Albanian pizza shops in Atlantic City.
Yeah, man. I don't like I don't watch no Albanian porn, though. They're very brutal on that shit. They're very into gaping. They're very gapey, fisty kind of people.
Is that true? All Albanians? Or just the
I don't
ones
know.
you know?
I don't know. All I know is that whenever you hear like that accent, like that Liam Neeson kind of, and I don't know if he's Albanian, but whenever you hear one of those like Albania-ish kind of accents in a porn, there's definitely going to be some gaping.
He's from the UK.
Who is?
British.
Who's British?
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, all those British motherfuckers. How far from there is? I don't know where Albania is, to be honest.
It's far.
Yeah, they're gonna do those. Yeah, those are the type of videos where they're gonna like push you down, and then you get, and then blah 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 blah. Gross. Gross. I can't. The minute I hear that accent, I'm like, next. Can't watch this shit.
This is the bottom of the boot of Italy. Albania's right here. It's just right across the water.
Yeah, man, they're very gapey kind of people, man.
Well, they're similar to Greece, Sicilian, Italian.
Yeah. You guys are very prolapsy. You know, like you find the prolapse to be sexy. King handles, Gary, your browsing history must be great. Yo, look at my browsing history. It is probably very horrible.
Yeah, not
I
great.
would probably think it's very horrible, man. My browsing history is horrible. Definitely. I look up dumb shit just to look up dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know. That sucks, man. Anal milk squirters. Ugh, gross. She just almost made me throw up. Fucking horrible, man. It's horrible. That's why, like I said, the minute I hear that, like if I hear one of those, like those, I can't even do the accent, you know, but I start to hear, I'm like, it is time. You know, all those movies, they're always like snatching kids up and shit. You know, they're always into like trading kids, trading women, you know, like it's all they do. You know, I mean, Italians get mad that they get a bad rep for being in the mafia. But what do you think these dudes, like all them fucking dudes are always, I mean, what are they? I don't even know. I say Albanian, I could be completely wrong. I'm not good with any of that, knowing, you know, them white dudes with those voices, you know, those fucking, I can't even do I wish I could do accents. But I guess you got to know nationalities to do accents. And I don't.
That's true. You know well enough to
but we all know what I'm talking about.
Who doesn't gape.
We all know who I'm talking about, though. We know those dudes, yo. We know those dudes. All right. We know the kind of shit I'm talking about with those, you know, Liam Neeson kind of fucking accents. You know,
you're sick, bassy, man.
Very bassy. Stay away from Asian porn too. Asians always like, you know, one chick on the train. And then they roll into a stop, and then there's 37 Asian dudes in business suits.
All just jerking off on little dicks on them.
Nah, then they all pull out their little peepees and start, like, you know, all just, like, ganging her. And I'm like, that's horrible. That's horrible. And that's all their porn. It's, like, all like that. It's like, that's horrible. Like, why are you guys so rapey? It makes me not, you know, it makes me nervous. If I'm on a train with a bunch of Asian dudes in business suits and there's not at least one Asian chick on the train. Because then I go, hey, what if they fucking target me? I'm a little fucking dude. I don't want a bunch of little Asian peepees. Gotta start batting them off.
Did you know that in Japan, women allow their men to see whores? That's like an acceptable thing in the Japanese marriage relationship?
Well, we always knew that the Japanese women were good women.
Yeah.
Like, we always knew they probably make the best wives. You know? We always knew those Asians had the best wives. They listen. They know where to walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the man stops short, the woman stops right behind. She makes sure she doesn't cross that line. Otherwise, he goes and sees a whore that night. Look at you, somewhere else. Once again, not present. Does it bother anybody else the way it bothers me? That, like, he'll sit there and, like, talk and not even, like, you know.
Dude, I'm listening, bro. I'm listening. I am listening.
You're not listening.
You were talking about how good women are in Japan. That's exactly what you were saying.
That's a bad statement.
It's not a bad statement. What about me says it was a bad statement? I'm not saying it was a bad statement at all. I enjoyed your statement. Bore you? No, and I was listening. I was listening to it.
And listen, that's like to say, man, I necessarily don't agree with all the things that come out of my mouth. So before someone sits there and says, I don't
even listen to what you're saying, dude. How can you be mad at me for listening to you when you don't even listen?
But I'm not supposed to be the listener at that moment. You are. See, there's two roles.
It's like being held hostage. This is what it is.
A lot of things are like that now.
I don't know. The viewers can't tell, but my leg is actually shackled to this desk. It's just a really long rope that let me get down to the laundry room. Gary allows me to do laundry once a week.
What's today, Friday?
Friday, dude, all day.
Man, it came so quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something. You know, I always have that feeling like I'm forgetting something. Y'all two would make a terrible gay couple. So much DV. What's
DV is domestic violence.
Well, gay couples get away with it. Lesbians too, man. I noticed 'cause I got a lot of lesbian friends who beat their women, and I'm like they'll sit there and talk about, I had to punch this bitch in the face. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't get to do that. You're not allowed to do that, ma. Just because she's a female too, you're still abusing. No, you are. Just because that's another female don't mean you're allowed to fucking punch him in the face. They get me aggravated with that because I know a lot of fucking lesbian chicks, most of them are hood chicks, but they be beating on they bitches, man. And I'm like, yo, that's not allowed. That's allowed. Is that allowed in gay couples? I don't think gay couples do
It's
that.
not. It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
You know, you get two gays.
They have rights too, Gary.
Domestic violence, and that's a hardcore fight right there.
Is it a hate
they're also
crime,
in
though?
they're in good shape. So that's gonna be a pretty good fight, man. It's word vomit. That's what happens. I just kind of gays and homosexuals. All right. That's because Asian dicks are so small, personal experience, that it doesn't bother their wives if they go to whores. So it didn't bother you?
I guess not.
Did you used to let them go to whores? Well, you weren't married to them. So what's your safe word, G? I don't need one. I'm always safe. People tell me their safe words. All right, dog? Safe words. Safe words. What are they for? King Handa says, Gary, those studs are hostile. Ha ha ha. Always swear a dude is trying to take their girl.
That's true.
Who? They always think someone's trying to take their girl? Who we talking about?
The
Albanians?
women, the women dating women.
Oh, the women dating women. Oh, yeah. They always think someone's going after their lady, right? Yeah. That's true. That's why I don't, like if I get a lesbian couple in the crowd afterwards, they want to take a picture, I make sure, that, the dude knows that, hey, listen, I know she's yours, girl. All right. Don't worry about it. Every picture I take, my hand is always on the shoulder, widespread, fingers on the shoulder like this. So you can see on the shoulder, nothing below the waist. None of that shit, or hands up like that. I'm not touching nobody. That's how my pictures are with my fans. I ain't trying to get none of that shit, man. Michelle says, oh my, I just tried
to write a comment.
And Facebook made you delete it? I'm surprised you saw that comment. Facebook made me delete it.
Wow.
Oh, because Asian dicks are so small. That one, they tried to make you delete it? What, you can't say Asian dicks are small on Facebook?
Probably can't say it on YouTube either, dog.
Really? Is it like if I said black guys' dicks are big, would they try to delete it? Michelle, make that comment. That's because all I do is got big dicks. See if they tell you to delete it.
You're going to get her banned, dude.
Ever been with a dominatrix? No. No, man. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never got that whole thing. King Handa says, gotta say eggplant. It came up with a big warning. What, even with the big black dicks? Wow. I mean, you did tell them, listen, I'm commenting on Rated G. And then they were like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. Never mind. Go ahead.
You think they would know?
You think they would know? You think they would know a lot of things? They
don't.
They really don't. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know, man. It's so hard. It's so hard to understand what's going on nowadays. It's like people go out of their way to play stupid. It's just too much. I get it.
It's hard
Eggplant.
It's hard
Dominate. Themor, have you ever went to a dominatrix? And if so, how was it? Did it hurt? I feel like it's very painful going to a dominatrix. And like, don't you all kind of give up? Like, I mean, I don't know what that's like.
I don't think
like,
you go to one. You don't like sign up to like.
No, you go to
you make an appointment with
they
one
have dominatrix that like you can get a hook. I'm pretty sure you can get a dominatrix. You don't think that they have sites to hire? They got sites to hire hookers, and I'm pretty sure you get to pick kind of what you want the hooker to be into, right? They get ones that go. They want the girlfriend experience, which means they got to act like they like them.
There's a place called Soho Mean Girls.
See, yeah, you could definitely find them. That's where you find them, I'm guessing, online.
Right. Yeah.
You know? But then the thing is, what if like you wanted to stop? What if like you're just tired and you wanted to stop and your dominatrix is like, no, it's over when I say it's over.
You paid for the same.
You know what I'm saying? You know, no, I have not thought about dating a Puerto Rican girl. Is that the same thing? No, that's dominating. They're just dominating.
Yeah, they just dominate.
Yeah. It's close. It's very close. It's all the pain and none of the pleasure.
Yeah, they degrade. They degrade too. That's another thing they're good at.
Yeah, they degrade you. They'll ride you and call you a little piece of shit. They'll get on top of you and be like, "You call that a dick? You call that a dick?"
And then slap you.
And then slap you.
Mira con tu little dick.
Little dick maricon. See, Brian's dated a Puerto Rican too.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows what it's like.
Several.
You know. I think I knew a dominatrix once that worked in the game. It's hard to remember though. Not like new, but like met one. Got to date a Boricua chick in middle high school, aka their prime. One kid, and that body falls apart. That's not true.
Yeah, I would highly disagree with that.
Highly disagree. Them Puerto Rican women snap back, son. Mm-hmm. They stay looking good. I know a bunch of Spanish chicks with a bunch of kids, and they stay looking good. They snap back. I would disagree with that. You know, totally disagree. Not all those Albanian chicks.
Whoa.
I wouldn't even know. I've never met an Albanian chick. I met a bunch of
She
Albanian
probably just
dudes.
she probably just said she was Italian.
I've never seen them on. I never met one. Stormy says I've seen dominatrix classes on a season of The Bachelorette. See, and she will always be a bachelorette.
Well, there's several, or no, The Bachelorette. I think there's just one. That's right.
And she'll stay a bachelorette. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she'll stay a bachelorette. Dudes don't want what chicks think they want nowadays. I said to the other day, man. This dude said to her, "What do you have to offer a man? Like a high profile man. Fuck just your average man. A high profile man, which is a very small percentage of men." And this chick came out and she said, "Well, I got 3 degrees and this, that, and the other thing. I take care of myself. I make 6 figures. I got a house, a nice car, this and that." And I'm thinking, you just described a dude. Dudes don't want. You just described what a woman wants in a man. That's not what a dude wants from a man at all. That's why a dude don't give a shit what a woman does for a living. Unlike, you can't go by Brian. You know what I'm saying? Your average dude ain't like Brian. Your average dude doesn't want to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He wants to do the taking care of. But then you got these dudes like Brian, which is very like now, you know, like that's the way they are now, where they just want to put on their fuzzy slippers.
This is the word vomit. This is what we're talking about here.
I'm just saying, that's like, I mean, he still has a little masculinity in him, a little bit, you know. And we're trying to build him up.
I've hair on my chest.
We're trying to build him up. We got him eating like fucking raw food. You know, we're making him eat like raw pig's feet and stuff like that. Not cooking it.
Yeah, I've been drinking soy lattes.
You know, we've been trying to get him to eat bacon straight out the pack.
Every day is roast Brian Day on the show, Michelle.
Sugar babies are the new wave. What's a sugar baby?
I don't know.
I know what a sugar daddy was. Someone got a baby taking care of them. Someone got a baby taking care of them. My fuzzy slippers are comfy. Oh, did I hit a spot with the young dudes?
Yeah.
A girl with an OnlyFans. A girl with an OnlyFans. Yo, I think most of the chicks in my building have OnlyFans.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of LG here, which is cool. Although I told you this
LG?
is LGBTQ plus.
Oh.
The fuzzy slipper bitches. Like I got this one trans dude in the building. Dude, he's like 6'3", big. You could see he did like some work on his face to make him look kind of catty, but he's just like, hi there. And I'm just like, nah.
Is his name Hector?
He should have just stayed a gay dude, man. He should have just stayed a gay dude. What's the problem? What do you got against being just a gay dude? Why'd you have to go in this direction where I'm sure you was a pretty all
You
right
should get him
dude.
on the podcast.
Nah, I don't want him in my house.
Tell him it's a Zoom
Scary.
show.
He's scary, man. He's scary. I'm not gonna lie, he's scary, man. You know, look, my cousin's trans. She became a dude. I have no problem with that. My biggest problem is that she became a dude that wasn't as good looking as she was as a chick. She should have stayed a lesbian. She was so hot as a chick, you know. Themo says, Gary, making friends fast. Yeah, I feel like I'm going out of my way to make people not like me today, right? I don't know. Sometimes I do it. It's my self-deprecating ways.
Yeah, but you're deprecating other people, not yourself.
Yeah, so
it's not self-deprecating. It's just deprecating.
Yeah. All right. Well, then it's. I'm doing something on my end that's affecting me for sure.
Yeah. It's
somehow
maybe
I'm going to be affected by all these words that are vomiting out of my mouth.
Yes, because you're going to regret some of them. Not all of them. You might regret some of them, and that may affect you negatively by your conscience, if it exists.
Now, listen, man. I already know I talk too fast and think too slow. So I very rarely regret, because nothing I say is out of, to hurt anybody. It's all out of love. And if these fucking idiots,
there's an hour and 15 seconds of the.
If these fucking idiots can't understand that everything I say is out of love, then I don't know what the fuck to tell them. What do you want me to tell them? Can you be any more dumb? It's all out of love. Michelle says all the trans people I know are way better looking at the new gender. Plus, they are so much happier living their new selves. Listen, man, I have no problem with trans at all, except for the ones that don't go the extra mile. Just because you paint your hair blue doesn't make you trans. But as far as like the old school trans, and you all know what I mean by that, no problem with them at all. And I'm telling you right now, you see what they're doing, right? They're trying to make men not care about dick. Like when I was growing up, inside men, they used to distill the fear of dick. They used to put that in, like when you were growing up, they taught their young boys to fear dick.
They're like, look at it. Ah!
Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it. You like that? You like that? Yeah, so they used to instill in young boys to fear dick. And now what they're doing is they're trying to get them to not care about the dick. And when that happens, women, you're putting yourselves right out of play, because you're going to get a dude that has no fear of dick, and he has the chance of yeah, right. Nah, what happens is I'm trying to talk some knowledge here.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. Let me hear the fear of dick knowledge that you're about to.
Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have all this next generation of men growing up with no fear of dick, right? And then coming out of Brazil, they're making all these hot dudes that come back with nice tits and beautiful faces, right? So what's going to happen is, instead of kicking it to a chick who they already know is going to be like that, and never fucking appreciate anything, they're going to wind up getting a trans dude that's at least 5 times out of their league. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be a dude who his choice is between a 5 and less chick or a 7 and more trans. He's going to go for the trans if he ain't got no fear of the dick. I mean, she does anal. She's not going to get pregnant. There's a lot of pluses if you don't have the fear of the dick. It's the fear of the dick that keeps them single. Once you remove that, then ladies, you will be the single ones.
I fear the dick.
Oh yeah, I have a good respect of fear for the dick.
Traveling runner in the house. What up?
Traveling runner, what's up? They just hit me up like, how come you're not at work? Well, because I'm at work, man. I'm at my other job, man. My other job. I'm Puerto Rican. You think I only got one job, man?
2 jobs.
It says, distill the fear of dick. Fuzzy slipper bitches. Say what you want about it. But G rolling. I mean, listen, I'm not saying to agree with me. I don't know if you should. I have to watch this back and see if I agree with myself.
No.
I would like to think I raised my son with a good fear of dick. My son ain't having none of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the fact that you wave it around.
He's a little. I probably put too much fear into him. He's a little homophobic. I never understood homo. Like I definitely ain't homo. I got no fear of homosexuals, man. I love my homosexual brothers. I worked for 20 years in design. And yes, I'm saying design has a lot of gay people in it. I raised my son with the fear of dick. A respectable amount of fear of dick, not his own. You know? I mean, Brian was raised the same way. He can't even use the fucking urinals.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has to go lock himself in a fucking in a.
That's how scared I am of the dick. I don't even want to
be.
I don't even want to be near an open one.
Yeah,
that's not my own.
He's afraid he might look to the left or to the right.
Yeah, I just don't want to go in
the. Never be the same.
I'm changed.
You know, you never know. You go home and say, "Dad, I don't know, man. I don't think this dick is as scary as you said it was." And they'd be like, "You looked. I told you never to look. I told you to always use the booth." Urinals make you gay.
They do. And why they're putting them up in too many places, these urinals.
I'll never understand why the fucking stalls don't go all the way to the floor. Never understand it. Why do you got to be able to see my feet?
So they can tell if there's 2 feet in there. The fear is what makes a man skip a urinal in B/T each dude.
In between each dude. Yes, well, that's just etiquette.
Yeah, that is etiquette.
That's etiquette, man. You know, get a heavy pee or a little splash. You know. Yeah, I'm not getting in between 2 dudes in a urinal.
Mm-hmm. No,
I think that's like a normal, healthy fear of the dick. That's a healthy fear of the dick right there. Traveling Runner says, when was the last time y'all ate a hot dog? Yesterday, my brother.
About 2 days ago.
I've actually been eating a lot of hot dogs. I don't care how gay it sounds, but it's cheap. You get 10, you know, in a fucking thing. And 10, I've been throwing them shits in, some cheese. How do you eat your hot dogs, dog?
2 at a time, dog. 2 at a time. I sit on one and then eat one at the same time.
Gross, man. Why you gotta be gross? This is a family fucking family show, man. King Anna says, my rule of thumb, if I have to say excuse me to get to the urinal, it's overcrowded. I agree with that.
Oops, sorry.
I agree with that. Traveling Runner says double fisting it. He's a double fister. He probably putting them all in his mouth until it spreads.
I am 10% Albanian. And that 10% is my mouth.
Gaping your mouth.
Gay!
This has been another episode of Rated Gay.
Where's Butters when I need it,
Gary
right,
G Garcia and Brian Twink Licata.
Every now and then you say something funny, Brian.
That's all. That's all, folks. Thank you. I've been great.
There you go. That's the way you got to do it. Leave on a high note. That's the way to do it. King Handles, we need to do a wellness check on Brian's dog. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm out of peanut butter, so he doesn't want anything to do with me anymore.
I was about to say, we need to figure out why your dog has such high cholesterol. Stormy says, in between 2 dudes and a urinal, LOL, the episode title. Yeah, actually, the title of our episode is in between 2 dudes and a urinal.
I'll change it to that after and see if we get any traction. It'll just be 2 photos of us. It'll be just us looking over our shoulders at a urinal.
Yo, man. You ever have a dude slide in between, like it's you, a space, and then the dude goes into that middle space? You ever look at him and be like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, but I don't go up like this. I'm like, I don't go, yo, dude, what are you doing? I go, yo, dude, what are you doing?
That's why we got to keep you out of them urinals, you fucking dirty ass.
That's why I use the stall, man. The stall. It locks.
Traveling Runner says it gets tricky with the urinals when attending sports events or concerts. Yo, anybody who's ever been to Shea Stadium, when it was Shea Stadium, dude,
Yankee,
you
old
go,
Yankee Stadium.
You go in
trough,
there, and
the
it was
trough.
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that was at Yankee. That wasn't at Shea. They didn't have the troughs at Shea. It was at Yankee.
Another reason why the Yankees fucking suck. What the fuck is that? Who the hell pees in a trough?
Oh, dude, it's old
Ladies,
school.
imagine you think you got it bad. Imagine being a dude having to pee in a trough, completely circled. Someone on the other end of you peeing in your direction. A grown ass man. I remember being young and some big ass dude is right there peeing in my. I was like, I ain't using this shit. Imagine that, ladies. Imagine you had to go and hang your ass over a trough where there's a bunch of other chicks in a circle, all y'all with your asses over a trough. That shit is horrible, man. The penis trough. That's horrible. Horrible. Michelle says you canceled the night podcast last month where we give you questions to answer. Are you going to do that podcast soon? Well, we're going to do that. We were going to do a podcast.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, I'm down to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe next episode. We'll do that.
I'm down to do that. Laugh out loud. I remember the first time I went to the Garden in New York City was like, what's this? Yeah, I don't understand that. Who in their right mind thought that was a good idea? When they were designing this whole thing, somebody said, let's just give them a trough and let everyone just hang their dick over
this pokes a hole through fear of the dick. This was in the olden days. You think if they had fear of the dick, they wouldn't have used those.
Well, that explains how all this happened. They should have been more on point in those days, and maybe we could have avoided all this. King Handel said, I had a pledge brother get labeled as a stall peeker in college. Wasn't true at all, but it stuck. Now, when you say you had a friend, King Handles, are we talking about you? Brian, was it King Handles?
I don't know. We didn't go to college together.
I have a feeling it was you, King. Yeah. But you're still a king in our book, okay? You know, every now and then you took a look. You can't help it if your eyes and the dingling cross.
Yeah.
You know, only you know your heart. You know your heart. You know that meant nothing. Timur says, Mom went to China 20 years ago. Fancy buildings only have a hole in the ground. Yeah, yo, that's their shitter. You know, some of the good ones have handles you could hold on to and squat down. You know, I remember Jimmy from Murphy's Law. Remember he told us that story of how the first time he went, he didn't know you had to squat, so he bent over and then he wound up shitting the wall.
That's right.
The Traveling Runner says, what's the eye direction etiquette when at the urinal? Do you look straight, down, or up? You could look straight or up. And every now and then over your shoulders. It's like when you're walking through a mean street.
Yeah.
You know, you don't look nobody directly in the eyes, but you let them know that you're aware.
Right. You don't look away either.
Straight, up, and then you look behind you so they know you're aware. You know, it's kind of the same thing right there. I would say you would bring that to the urinal. You know, you treat the urinal like a dangerous neighborhood.
Yeah. Yep. Doesn't hurt to do a couple push-ups to let them know you're strong too.
Yeah, Brian likes to open up the stall and do some pull-ups on the stall before he goes in. But I think that's his mating call. I think that's Brian's mating call. He comes in real quick. He looks at the guys at the urinal. Then he just does some pull-ups by the door and then goes in and closes the door, but you never hear the latch.
Yeah.
King Handel says, ha, ha, ha. I don't acknowledge anybody's presence in the bathroom, so don't bother talking to me. Yo, I had a dude try to talk to me once in the fucking bathroom. And I was like, yo, my man, I'd rather not talk to you while I got my dick in my hand, dog. The fuck is wrong with you trying to strike up a conversation with a stranger? Come on, man.
Gay.
It's insanity. But urinal etiquette should be a regular segment of rated G.
I don't think so.
Although I do think I have a lot to say about it, but not quite today, man. I actually got to run now in the fucking cold. I knew it was going to be cold again because we had 2 hot days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's cold again. Brian, I think your baby's crying. You better go check on him. I think you left it in the laundry.
Damn it. I meant to put that on a high heat, not low.
Are you fucking washing and drying your baby again? I told you that's not how you bathe them.
Dude,
Stop
it gets dirty fast. Those sticky little
stop.
hands.
Yeah, I know. You got to stop letting it jerk you off.
Pew, 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 pew.
This was, without a doubt, the worst episode we have ever done.
This is the worst episode. Yeah, I think this is the worst episode we ever did.
By far.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is probably the worst episode we ever had. So before anybody starts telling us how much this episode sucked, we know.
We know.
Thank you for sticking with us through it all. You know, through all of Brian's baby masturbation and your... Brian ain't got no baby mamas? Well, that's what I told him when he tried to tell me he was a drug addict back in the day. I said, unless you got 3 crack babies, you're not even on the fucking
But it's not a crack
either.
baby if you're the one smoking crack. It's only if she's smoking crack.
Well, no, I mean, a real crackhead dude is going to have a crackhead woman who together will make a crackhead baby.
That's true.
It's sort of like right now, I think I'm in debt, right? But the truth is, I haven't even reached the requirements of being in debt, because when you watch all those help you with your debt commercials, they always say if you owe $10,000 or more.
Wow.
But I'm not even up to 10,000. So in their eyes, I'm not even in debt. The only one I really in debt to are the people I'm in debt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to let them know, listen, unless I owe you $10,000, I'm not really in debt.
True.
Someone pulls up next to you at a urinal. It's a stop short situation.
No, I finish.
No, I turn completely to the side and I go, oh, hey, how you doing? I just finish on his leg. Okay, Stormy. That is all for today. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2 men who I want around my future grandbaby. Yeah, man. I think someone should call Dyfus now. Anyway, man, I like to chill a little longer, but like I said, I got to go hit the boardwalk. I got to hustle because you know what? Out here at AC Joe's Comedy Club, man, we go the extra mile, dude. We go all out to try to have good shows, man. We hit those boardwalks. We hustle tickets. We let everybody know about what's going on. Don't keep us a secret, man. Tell your friends about us. Support. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. And remember, man, if you want to send a little bit of dough in some of those comments that we take all this effort to read for you, feel free.
Not
Otherwise,
free, but, you know.
Yeah, feel free to send 99 cents, man. We got to read it. You know how much that takes? Every time I read a comment, that's one less joke I'm going to be able to tell down the line when I lose my voice. Listen, man, we love you guys. You're always here with us from the beginning. Don't know why you stay, but I am glad that you do. Have a great weekend, man. We will see you Tuesday, probably, right? Tuesday. Follow Brian at Brian T. Licata. Follow me at Gary G Garcia. And don't forget to tell your friends if they want to check out a podcast that totally sucks, but at the same time, it's quite good. Check out Rated G with Gary G Garcia and Brian T. Licata. Till next time, man, we love you. Peace.